All right, we got the Usos and the Rockers. This is the best Rockers I found on the community creations. I've just found it today. I did a video posted how to find them. Really good Rockers if you're interested in the Rockers. Probably the best one. We'll see if there's a better one that comes, but right now this is the best one I could find. But I did find three. All three were good, but this is the best of the three. All three videos are posted. Option 1, 2, and 3. And this is under video the third option video, which is the one I like the most. Maybe you like the other ones the better, but this is the one I like the most. Of course, the Usos are in the game, of course, because they're current stars. Kick out. If you have any questions, just throw them in the chat, or just enjoy the match, whatever you want to do. I found the Conquistadors today too. They're good. Hopefully, I'll find some better ones, but they're pretty good. I didn't do a video on that yet, and I found the Young Stallions, which is really cool. Pretty good Young Stallions I found. I look for a lot of the legends because the current roster is pretty much done with the in-game official roster. So I look for a lot of wrestlers from the past to fill out my 100 spots for creator wrestlers. Just look for wrestlers that they didn't, because they have a lot of wrestlers from the past in the game too. But I look for ones they didn't put in the game. I try to get those. But yeah, what if the Usos met the Rockers? Because the Rockers haven't been a team in 30. Let's see, their last WrestleMania was 7. Yeah, they fought at WrestleMania 7. So yeah, they haven't been a team in 31 years. No, 34 years. WrestleMania 7. It's been about 34 years since they've been a team, roughly. Their last match together, I don't know when it was, but it wasn't at WrestleMania 7, but it was in 91. So it's been about 34 years since the Rockers have been a team. But they're because WrestleMania 8, Shawn Michaels was starting as his singles career. It was his first WrestleMania as a singles wrestler. Because WrestleMania 7 was last as the Rockers, and so WrestleMania 8 he fought Tito Santana when he started his singles career. WrestleMania 8. So it was sometime between WrestleMania 7 and 8 the Rockers broke up, and Shawn Michaels began what he's better known for being a singles wrestler. But yeah, I'm gonna keep doing as I find wrestlers to keep making videos as I find some good. Mostly doing legends. Maybe I'll do some AEW stars and stuff. Other wrestlers aren't in the game, but yeah, most of mine are past wrestlers from the 80s and 90s, and because like I said, the current roster is pretty much covered. I usually don't get anybody from the current roster because they're all in the game. Because I want unique. I could basically try to add 100 wrestlers to the roster. There's like 300 wrestlers in the game, so you make it 400. You make 100 different, get 100 different wrestlers. Except for the Rockers are different because the Shawn Michaels is in the game, but the Rocker Shawn Michaels is not in the game. So for those watching that didn't know, Shawn Michaels started as a tag wrestler. He wasn't always a singles wrestler. He was a tag wrestler from the mid 80s till the early 90s. He was actually the Midnight Rockers, and they changed it to the Rockers when they went to the WWF in 88. They started maybe in WWF, something like that. Yeah, I think Shawn Michaels' first WrestleMania was 5. I think it was 5. The Rockers fought the Boss Man and Akeem, the Twin Towers. And then at 6 they fought. I forgot they fought at 6 and 7. And then, like I said, eight Shawn Michaels was a singles wrestler and fought Tito Santana, who's come. By the way, Tito Santana is coming to the game in November. Got a long wait yet, but they're adding Tito in November. Wish they had Martelli do Strike Force, because Martel was in the game. If they get them both in the game at the same time, they can make a nice Strike Force tag team. Which was the tag team after the. What happened was Rick Martel and Tom Zink were the Can-Am connection. Then Tom Zink quit, apparently. From the store, from what I read, he quit. So they wanted Rick Martel being a tag team, so they paired him with Tito and called it Strike Force. But the opening match of WrestleMania 3 was the Can-Am connection against Cowboy Bob Orton and Don Morocco. Which Cowboy Bob Orton is Randy Orton's father, for those watching that didn't know. So they opened WrestleMania 3, and then WrestleMania 4 was Strike Force that happened between 3 and 4. Can-Am Connection was a very short-lived team. Yeah, I mean, I gotta look. Somebody made a Strike Force and a Can-Am Connection, because I'd like to have both those. Add those tag teams to my roster. I think you can hold 50 tag teams. I have 35 done. I should show the. I should show you the tag. Yeah, let's do a tag team review here at this time. I'll do this. I'll go back to this match. We'll do this match again. I should show you what tag teams I have for those interested in the. Go to my tag teams here. So I got the Beverly Brothers. Then they were managed by the genius Randy Poffo's brother, Randy Savage's brother, and the Bolsheviks, Boris Zukov and Nikolai Volkov. Was Nikolai teamed with Boris after he was with the Iron Sheik. They didn't have a name, the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. They were just Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. But then after that, Nikolai was teamed up with Boris. We got the Brainbusters. It was Arn and Tully who came over from WCW and became the Brainbusters for a time. They had the British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid. Got Bundy and Stud, they were a great tag team for a while, but they didn't have a name, so I just called them Bundy and Stud because I didn't know what to call them. They got the Bushwhackers. Bushwhackers were actually in 2K17 and 18. So if you have those, you can actually have in-game Bushwhackers. And they got the Conquistadors. The pitcher, whoever did them, the pitcher didn't match up well. So the one's in front of the other one. But I got to find some better pictures to fix that. Then you got Demolition. Oh, patch 7 was just released. For anybody, if you haven't patched your game, I gotta look up what it does. But patch 7 has been released. Okay, so Axe and Smash. I have Crush, but I just haven't set up as Axe and Smash here. Then who remembers the Dream Team? Brutus Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine. And the Dudley Boys, they're in the game. There's Harlem Heat, Booker and Stevie Ray. The Hart Foundation, which are in the game, Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil. The Headbangers are also in the game. Head Shrinkers are in the game. Samu and Fatu. Samu was a 6-man tag with Afa and Sika earlier in his career before the Head Shrinkers. And the Islanders, Haku and Tama. I got the Killer Bees. I gotta get some better pictures for Killer Bees. They look funny. And the Mega Powers, Hogan and Macho Man. Midnight Express, Sweet Stan, Beautiful Bobby. And Money Inc. And I also have a Loverboy Dennis, but I'm using the Sweet Stan and Beautiful Bobby instead of not using Loverboy. All right, Money Inc., DiBiase and IRS. The Moondogs, Rex and Spot. The Nasty Boys, Knobs and Sags. I gotta find a better Nasty Boys, but this one I'll do for now. The Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon. We're going in the Hall of Fame this year. The Orient Express, Sato and Tanaka. I gotta get some better pictures for them as well. Power and Glory. I get some better pictures for them too. Paul Roma and Hercules. I actually have 2 Paul Roma teams. Yeah, we'll get to that. Powers of Pain. We have Warlord and Barbarian. Rhythm and Blues, Greg the Hammer Valentine and Honky Tonk Man. I need to get a Valentine with a black hair because he had black hair when he was Rhythm and Blues. The Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk. The Rock and Roll Express, Morton and Gibson. They're the Rockers we were just having team with. The Rougeau brothers, Jacques and Raymond. I got to get a Quebecers too for Jacques and Pierre. Steiner brothers are in game. There they are. Akeem and the Boss Man. The Boss Man's not in the game this year for the first time in years, by the way. The Van Eriks. Okay, I got the Van Eriks, Kevin and Kerry Van Erik. Got the Wild Samoans. Let me tell what teams you want to see face. I'll set the matchup. Wild Samoans, Offensica, who are in the game, and the Young Stallions, Paul Roma and Jim Powers. So if you want to, what teams should I have? What teams you want to see face each other here? I'll wait for the chat to decide what tag team match I have. Hey, whatever you want. Head Shrinkers, the Islanders, Killer Bees. I got all the old teams here. Power and Glory. All right, I'll pick. Everybody's quiet today. I'll pick. Let's see what I want to do here. Who should I have? I can do the Bushwhackers. Oh, Bundy and Stud. Let's do Bundy and Stud. And let's see here. All right, we'll do the Brainbusters and the Road Warriors in a WCW ring.
here are your winners, the Animal and Hawkins, the